Alright, welcome back everybody. Right now you can hear the fan running because I just let this thing run for about 15 minutes on the new oil. I was a little worried about the coolant because it had gone down to here, but after it warmed up, it came back. I also had a lot of steam coming out of the fill plug while it was running, but we're going to go ahead and drain the oil out of this to see what it looks like and see if I have any forbidden glitter in it. Alright, so we're going to go after the same plug that we had last time. The fill cap is out, so we'll see what this drops this time. It should flow pretty good because it's still nice and hot. Alright, there it goes. Oh, wow. That's a color. That's not clear at all. Pull this out so this sits a little more flat. Alright, the fan just shut off. But it's still pretty hot, so this oil's flowing out real nice. But, that's not what you want to see in a high-performance oil, because I think it's also being a high-performance coolant. So I'll let this drain out and I'll check back with you. Alright, so after putting fresh oil in it and draining it all out, this is the color of oil that came out of it. It does look like it has some amount of water, but I'm gonna let this sit for a while and separate and see what it turns into. Hopefully I learned something from this. Alright, so I got it up on the stand and I got the tank off of it. And a couple things to note. This is the repair that was made at the track. I don't think that's a factory bolt because that bar goes in between these two. We still have some of the aluminum ears, and then we have this and a piece of all thread instead of the two bolts that go here. One other thing to note is the valve cover on this is a different color than the donor motor that I have over here. This one I know is magnesium, and it is actually a black valve cover. This one does have some damage to it, like I showed in the earlier video, so I probably won't be able to use that. But there is some hope that this has the aluminum valve cover. But I still have to pull the water pump apart. And alright, since I have it up on the stand now, I'm going to go ahead and time lapse this next part of transferring most of these parts to the other frame, with all the best parts going on the new frame. So enjoy. Alright, so here's the motor sitting on the stand. Unfortunately, my time lapse died in the middle of this, but I have the whole frame right here. And a few things to look over on this before I start putting things back together. I'm really hoping this is the aluminum valve cover because it does look wildly different. I'll probably wipe a lot of this stuff down too. So let's see, the first thing I need to do is actually take this hose off of the water pump right here to see what's going on in here. Let's see if that does it for me. Oh man, that's on there. The water pump housing might be corroded. Wow. pretty bad. All right, back that off a little bit. Gross. Let's see if I can see what's in here. Looks pretty dark to me. So I'll probably have to pop these 4 bolts to get this off of here and see what's in it. All right, so I got the water pump pulled apart. There's some real nice crusties in here that I don't really know what it is. So that'll have to get cleaned up. But this one appears to be on the plastic water pump, which I am not going to use. Oh no. Let's see. This is supposed to turn one of the ways to come apart. Oh, there's some big pitting in this valve cover. Okay, so this is the magnesium valve cover, and it's in really bad shape. So I probably won't be able to use this. All right, you can see I got the water pump impeller threaded off, and this looks wildly damaged. Oh, that's some holes right there. The good news is most of the sealing surface didn't get affected. So somewhere in here, there's a pinhole leak, pretty small one, that is probably putting coolant in the oil. So that's something I'm gonna have to take care of. We'll see if the aluminum version is available. Hopefully it is. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. There's not much further I can go until I get the fix for the valve cover and get the aluminum impeller for the water pump. I'm gonna contact Black Widow ATV and hopefully they have those still. It does seem that they're still in business. I know they've been collecting Cannondale parts for years. So check back on the next one and we'll see if we have an update on being able to get parts.